Let's. I got my other guy, my partner. He's going to work, but he's recording as well. I'm gonna start
Okay.
recording. Do you remember even like the first time somebody put you on to Power? Or like did you see it and
Yeah.
find it? How was that?
Yeah. I didn't start watching Power until 2021 November. So I just got a new job, the job that I currently work at now,
Okay.
and like we was about to go on Thanksgiving break, and I had just started, so it wasn't really that crazy in the office. So, um, I had just bought a new TV, and I was like, "Yo, once I get this new TV, I'm gonna watch something that's gonna take me a while to watch." So I just was like, you know what? I might as well catch up on Power because I kept um obviously seen it. So I had already knew like Ghost, Tariq killed Ghost and all that stuff. So I had already kind of knew that stuff. So I was just like, is it even worth me kind of seeing it because it's kind of already spoiled.
Yeah.
Um, but I was just like, you know what? No. So what actually got me to start paying attention to it a little more was people had already, been telling me like, oh, you should watch Power, you should watch Power. But it
Mhm.
wasn't until I started following Paige Hurd, who played Lauren on
Lauren.
Ghost. So that's when I was just like, oh, like I seen that she was in the show, and then I would see Michael Rainey, who played Tariq, all the time, like always on her page. So I'm just like, what the hell? So
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I might as well check this out. But I'm like, I know in order for me to check out Ghost, I have to first check out, you know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
think the first scene
Power.
that I seen that was like that made me real interested was the scene where Malcolm comes to the dorm and Tariq is just basically like, yo, you better check him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, basically, if he like has the camera,
Yeah.
and he's like filming her, and she's like Malcolm, what are you doing here? She basically breaks up with him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that was the scene that was just like, oh, that scene looked good. So then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna watch the whole thing, and that was it. The rest is history.
The rest is history. Okay, so
It took me
do
three
you
weeks
have
to watch
what's
everything.
yeah, bro, like me and my sister, that's it's so crazy. My sister just had a birthday that passed, and she's like, "Yo, it's crazy that the only time we talk is when power's on." Like every episode after, we'll talk for hours, hours, argue, and then when power's off, we just don't talk.
Wow, that's
It's our
crazy.
go-to thing, man. Brings people together, man. But
It does.
what's your favorite power theme song? Is it the original, the
Raising
OG,
Canaan. Raising Canaan for a fact.
Raising Canaan?
Yeah, definitely.
That's it's funny because that was my well, obviously the Big Rich Town is my favorite, but like Raising Canaan
Mm-hmm.
was my favorite until after this season. This season, I don't know why that other song just it got to me, man.
Nah, definitely nah. I love I skipped the intro because it was just too much to watch the intro every single time when I'm like trying to get through the
Binge
seasons
watch
and
it,
stuff.
yeah, yeah,
So
trying to.
and I got tired of this is a big rich town. Like, all right, oh my god, like I'm tired of it now.
So you probably got sick of the whole previously on previously on Ghost. You know,
Yeah, yeah, because I didn't need to because I'm watching it back to back. So I'm like, I don't need to watch none of that stuff. So I just kind of skipped through it. But one thing I've never skipped is I don't ever skip Tommy's obviously Force. I don't skip Force and I don't skip part of the game. Even BMS I don't skip.
wish you could wish me luck, yo. That I love that one.
Right.
Are we considering is BMF still a part of Power Universe? Kind
No, no,
of,
no, 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 no. It's
or
not.
you
It's
just
not. But I only cover it because it's one of 50 shows on Stars. Had it not been on there, I wouldn't cover it. Um, you know what I mean? Because I like people be like, oh, why you don't cover it for life? I'm like, for life is over, so it would be no point.
yep, makes sense, makes sense. All
Right.
right,
But
so
I may
well,
start a new fresh page when Courtney Kemp start her Netflix shows. I might do like a whole separate thing for that, but we'll see.
all right, well, let's remember we had all this opening talk. Let's get into the intro. Let me run this song really quick, since one of your favorites, one of my favorites, Power, Powder, and Respect.
Mm-hmm.
We can hear it. All right, down. Battle 50, man. Do my intro. It's your boy Gutsy. No Vegas today. It's the Man Dem Show. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Um, Forget our sponsors. I'll let our sponsors pop up. Make sure you guys hit them up. But we got a super super special guest here, man. I've been watching his page. I've been seeing him interacting. I thought I was a Power super fan until I met this guy, and he was breaking down stuff that I was just like, damn, I didn't even know that. He's right. We got Sam from PowerIsFire. How are you, my G?
What's up? What's up?
And thank you for taking this time out so we can talk about our favorite show and the spin-offs and all that. But yeah, you were saying before, like you caught on after. I guess you caught on during Power Book 2.
Yeah, I caught on. So I started watching Power when season 2 of Ghost was about to start, and I finished Power, like the whole thing and BMF, by the time episode 4 of Ghost season 2 started. So I was able to watch. So I watched episode 3, and then at midnight, episode 4 came on, and at that point, I was in.
You're in the world.
I was updated. Yeah, I was in the world because now I'm updated and I'm watching it live with everybody else. So it was a good feeling once it was all done.
Do you feel like it was better for you? Like I'm trying to, because like as a guy, like I was put onto Power early. I think like I can't remember, but it was early. And it was like from then it was like every Sunday or every Saturday, whenever it was, people knew they weren't allowed to message me. They weren't allowed to. Do you feel like it's better for you that way, that you heard about it kind of after and you kind of caught on?
I don't know. I mean, because my biggest thing is like it was a lot to watch all at once, but I didn't feel the need to be in tune with the original Power at the time. Like obviously I kind of probably missed a really huge movement like at the time, but I don't think so, because I feel like Power now is like probably one of the most popular it's ever been.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's still huge or whatever. And now we have more shows to watch. So it's more like instead of arguing about the same OG Power, we could argue about Raising Kannan. We kind of flip flop between, like, people that watch all of the shows could flip flop between shows. I do it all the time on my lives. Like we arguing about everything. Like we'll start talking about Jannar, and then all of a sudden somebody start talking about Scrappy, and I'm just like, oh, hold up. We just shifted the whole show. So it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot to kind of deal with. But so I watched Ghost, basically season 2 live, season 3 live. I watched BMF season 2 live. I watched Force 1 and 2 live. So I feel like and Raising Kannan I watched live, season 2, and now obviously season 3 live. So I feel like I'm still into, like, at first I was like, damn, this is a little overwhelming. But now I'm like, when you really think about it, it's a lot to like remember.
Yeah.
Especially when you arguing with people, because I feel like I gotta be sharp. So I like try to like go back and do my research a lot, or like, just kind of stay on top of like what character is who and who plays who. Because I look at it on a whole another media scope. So
that's so true. And one thing, because you're saying there's so much to remember, and one thing I did see you getting at people in one of your posts, was Tasha really the first one, or was Ghost really the first one to cheat? Because I know Tasha didn't physically cheat, but
I didn't physically cheat until season 3.
But she was still giving it, like she was still letting it be known that it's there for you.
No, okay. So I'm not.
But you're right. You're right. She didn't physically do anything until.
No, I'm not even gonna say that. I think that a lot of it came down to, because let's be honest, Ghost's actions led to her even thinking that way, right? So that doesn't happen unless she sees Ghost in the club trying to get Tasha's number in front of her. You know what I'm saying? So
Angela,
so again, Angela is Ghost's ex, and Ghost did not tell her that he was married until after they had sex in episode 6.
That's true.
So technically speaking, you gotta say Ghost cheated first, because Ghost got Angela's number with the intentions to have sex with her. Yeah, so it's all about the intention.
Oh, you're right.
Right. So Tasha intentions were not technically wrong. The way she went about it, wrong. So I'm not gonna sit here and Kate for Tasha because she was wrong for what she did. But as far as cheating goes, Ghost did it with it, like you know what I mean, to try to
Yeah,
do that.
he
So
had
Tasha does
more.
not do that.
It's funny that you said that because I always talk about people always look at the reaction. They never look at the action that caused the reaction. So you're kind of right.
Right.
Ghost's actions did cause Tasha to react a certain way. You're right. I'll give
Right.
you
So
that.
his intentions were bad because had Ghost like got her number or whatever, and he took her on multiple dates prior. So it was like he was really trying to like butter her up. And then he has sex with her. And then he tells her, oh, hey, by the way, I'm married. What?
Yeah, and
It's like,
he was
damn,
taking her on like they were getting smoothies and ice cream together and stuff. Yeah, he was. It's a little bit too
he was
much
going
there.
hard. Yeah, he was going hard. It was just like, technically speaking, I have to give it to Ghost. Now, obviously, what Tasha did was well over the top as a response. But I think she only did that so that Sean would let his guard down. So now he feels like, oh, I can get Tasha, so I'm gonna give her some information.
Mm,
So now Tasha is like, okay, well, maybe I might mess with him now because Ghost is fully moved on now.
facts, facts.
So I don't know. That's just my opinion in the whole matter. We can argue for days about that, but I have to give it to Ghost because technically speaking, they set that up in the first episode for a reason.
Yeah, yeah, you're
So
right.
now we can argue about that forever.
Forever. It's a on. That's what led everything. Like the all the spin-offs and everything led from Ghost talking to Angela that one night. If he just
Yeah.
said, you know what, nice to see you, yeah, it's good, and kept it moving, who knows? He would have probably been still alive.
Well, it's just a lot in that first episode. That also, her saying like he was like, "Oh, what did you think I was gonna be when you met me or whatever?" And she's like, "Oh, the biggest damn drug
Drug dealer.
dealer in New York City." You know what I mean? Like that also set a whole entire thing because everybody blames Tasha. Now, oh, you weren't supportive. Oh, she didn't support Ghost. She didn't support Ghost. Let me ask you a question, sir.
No problem.
What did Ghost do to what was Tasha's dream? Period.
What was her dream?
Yeah.
Did
What
she
was
even
Tasha's
have a
dream?
dream?
Exactly my point. Ghost never cared. So everybody
Mm.
like, oh, well, Tasha, you didn't support him, or Tasha, you didn't support him. Tasha gave up her whole life. So as soon as she hid that gun for Ghost, she was in it.
Mm. And she did
She was
everything
in
else.
it from
Yeah,
there.
she stuck by his side. They were talking
Right.
about the time with the cartel and whatever. She would always. It was like at times I felt like she was more of the boss. But yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
It never you never really seen Tasha have any dreams, no hair. I tried to think if she had a conversation with her mom, but nah, she never really said, "Yo, I want to be a cheerleader or whatever."
Well, we know she wanted to be a singer. And the reason I asked that
Yes.
is because we know those small things that she wanted, and she also wanted to go to school to be an accountant. So
Mm,
we know what Tasha's dreams were, but what I'm saying is that what did Ghost do in order to make those
push her
come
dreams.
about? Yeah, because all he would have had to do was he say, okay, Tasha, I know you wanted to go back to school and get your degree, so I'm gonna send you back to school. He never did that. He could have said, oh, Tasha, I know you wanted to
See?
your dreams of being a singer and all of this and whatever. He never ever once said, "Oh, Tasha, I'm gonna give you some money to go in the studio and record an album." Never, because Ghost did not care about Tasha.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, I don't understand why everybody be like, "Oh, well, she didn't support him, she didn't support him." Yeah, because she had already made it up in her mind that Ghost is who he was. She accepted him for who he was, and everybody, oh, Tasha, Angela was basically who like he wanted to be with. Yeah, because Angela loved James, but she couldn't
Mm,
stand Ghost.
mm.
And Tasha loved Ghost, but couldn't stand James.
Oh, that sounds you're breaking these analogies down sick right now.
You feel me? So it's just like more like a thing where I talk about that shit all the time, and then everybody kind of get it afterwards. But it's just like, bro, like they both hated the same person, but they both where what's the word I want to use? Like Tasha and Angela tolerated the side of Ghost that they didn't like.
That did it. Yep, you're so right. Holy. Now that you're really made, I might have to go back and rewatch the whole season of Power again.
Yeah.
Damn. Ghost, we really might be the piece of dog word. What's death in the whole, in every series? Which one bothered you the most? Which one were you like,
I'll give you one in every
man,
series.
that hurt?
I'll give you one for every series. I would say, I'm not gonna lie, even though I really don't like Ghost character as much, but Ghost death probably hit the hardest, of course. Kanan's death hit hard. Julio's death hit very hard.
Julio for me, oh man, and because
And
it was like in
honestly
the middle
speaking,
of the season, it wasn't even like the last episode kind of death, like.
right. And honestly speaking, I know people probably gonna give me shit about it, but Dre's death hit very hard too, because I felt like Dre was kind of like a mini Ghost. The only difference was when he had to snitch, then that's when it was over for him. Yeah. You know what I mean? But had Dre never snitched, Dre would be a very powerful character right now.
Facts. You know who's bothered me?
Yeah, a lot.
Oh man, and this is the first time I'm probably saying this to anybody.
Don't say Sax. Oh, Sax, no, Sax, yeah, definitely.
Sax,
yeah.
For some strange reason, his death bothered me. I was just like, I knew like he was getting too caught up, but I was just like, I thought he would have went to jail for the fuckery that he was doing. But for him to die, I'm not gonna lie, I was just like, damn, Sax, another OG gone.
Yeah, I just felt like he had a lot of potential. I'm hoping that they find a way to write him into the Force script, because Force is 3 months behind. It would be dope if they did that, but I don't know. But Sax definitely hit hard, but my hardest hit, death wise, from Ghost is Mecha. I feel like Mecha had a lot of potential as a character, and they killed him off way too soon.
Yes, I agree with you 100%.
Of course, in Force, Liliana, number one. Of course, her death hit terribly. And then for raising Kanan, I would say probably Scrappy, because he also had a lot of potential as a character.
I really didn't like them killing off Mecha. I felt like having him just come in that one season and killing him off. Oh man, it really bothered me. But they did amazing job season 3.
Amazing job. Yes, definitely. I can only imagine how crazy it would have been had Mecha been alive in season 3. Would have been a whole totally different season.
Would you say that season 3 of book 2, Tariq, so that was the best season of all Power series? Because to me, I like.
I don't know. Season 4 was good. Season 4 and season 6 of OG Power was incredible. Everybody say season 2, but I'm like, season 2 was good, but I don't know. It was just something about. I think because Tariq's development is the reason why because Tariq is my favorite character in the universe. Period. So his coming of story to me is like goated how they kind of transitioned him. So I would say like that's where he kind of came about, and Kanan kind of turned him. And then season 6 was just great how they did it. And then the last 5 episodes from the different perspectives, it was just, that's insane. Oh my God. And then I would say, definitely Ghost season 3 was up there. You could have the second half of Raising Kanan season 2 was fire. And then Force season 2 straight through. Honestly, it was crazy. Oh my God.
I was getting at you. I thought Power was paying you. I thought 50 or somebody was paying you, bro, because I did not like Tommy. The season 1, I was just like, man. But this next season, I was just like, whoa. Every episode, I was just like, yes, this is it.
Yeah, the writing was on point. And honestly, I think a lot of people, and I can tell you why you didn't like season 1, is because it was so many new characters that. Okay, so Ghost, a lot of people could easily get right into Ghost because it technically is the continuation of Power, number 1. And then number 2, they had big hitters Mary J. Blige, Method Man,
Method Man.
Lorenz Tate is back. So it's just like, you know what I mean? And then you kind of familiarize
Even
with cats
Woody, like
already,
Woody,
and Woody,
my boy,
yeah, with
Woody,
yep,
he's you know what
yep,
I'm saying. Everybody liked him already from the New Edition
correct,
stuff and all the stuff that he was doing. So I think they set up Tariq perfectly
right.
where it wasn't solely based on Tariq.
Right. And then they bring in three beautiful women into the fold. You know what I mean? They brought back Braden just off of a 1-2 episode thing that he did in Power, and then made it a whole storyline. Same with Effie, made it a whole storyline. You know what I mean? So like how they did it was incredible. So you already kind of had the familiarity of different characters, and then the star power. There's really no star power, with the exception of Tommy Flanagan, who's kind of a legend, definitely. But
Yeah.
but that's it. And then Tommy. But everyone else is new. So you have to build and actually like get in tune with the characters. So it may have taken till the end of the season to really get there. You know what
No,
I mean?
you're
So
right.
I feel like that people are not as patient. Power fans, definitely not patient.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why a lot of people don't really like Raising Kanan. Like Raising Kanan, you really have to be a fan of storytelling.
Yeah, I like Racing Kanan to tell you the truth. I obviously like I want them to get to the point where they meet where he meets Ghost and Tommy, but I like the story that they're telling because to me, Raquel's the coldest mom. If we're
Mm-hmm.
going with top moms, Tasha, Raquel, and Monet,
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
going with Rap. She's
Absolutely.
cold.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really
But
like the
Monet, but don't
storytelling.
sleep on Monet though.
Oh no. She's dangerous too.
Yeah,
But Raquel, again, the storytelling of it, Raquel is a part of the reason why all this is happening as well. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? When
right.
her leading Kanan down the path that he's gonna go and meet Ghost and Tommy and influence them, this is why I'm
Right.
like, damn, she's really the main player.
Mm-hmm. She is. She's the spark of this whole thing.
Is there a storyline that you feel like they haven't fully explained yet, and maybe they dropped it or for every reason? Because like I remember, like you brought up Effie. Effie originally was working with somebody to rob Tariq.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't. Yeah, I don't know
But we don't.
who her connect was, because I feel like that has been a big secret for the longest. I personally always thought it was. I always thought it was Kane,
I thought it was going to be Mecca.
or it could have been Mecca. Well, I don't know. I feel like they would have. Like they wouldn't have killed Mecca off before they made that like known
But
that
that's
that's
why,
you know what
like,
I mean?
even I thought, going back to book 2, the last season, I thought that Mecca and his girlfriend, I thought that their daughter was going to be Effie.
Same.
But they're going a different way with that. But
Well,
yeah,
it wasn't Mecca. It was Noma and the Italian guy she killed
the
off.
Italian guy. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yep. So yeah, I don't know. I thought that was the thing, but then they're gonna bring in a whole new character. So it was just like, okay, well, but you know, us as fans, of course, always jump to conclusion. You know what I mean? We're like, oh, light skinned girl has to be Effie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Perfect. I thought it would have been perfect lead up too. Like everything would have made sense. Her story. I just thought that would have been, hey, that would have been a perfect place to say, yeah, this is Effie's mom. That's been her connect, low key, and
right. But I think the biggest storyline that they messed up on, not actually continuing or not like playing around with, was the fact that Zeke died, and then the one that raised him never showed up. I feel like that was an
mm,
opportunity that they could have brought in a heavy hitter like a Vivica A. Fox or like
whew,
a Taraji P, or
yeah,
they could
Nia
have brought in
Long.
a Neil Long, or even Sanaa. Like they could have brought in a heavy hitter, somebody that kind of looked similar to. I think Taraji P probably would have been the best option, but I think they could have brought in a big player to be Zeke's mom,
Yeah,
because that would have been exciting to see. Also, Gordo's mother is the Costello family. I felt like them killing off her family was a big storyline to drop, because even if one of them survived, I think that's a huge storyline they could have like played around with.
mm,
Um, and that's just in Ghost. I mean, it's a ton of storylines. Obviously, killing Scrappy was weird because it was like, damn, you could have did a lot with his character. I still think they could do a lot with Famous character, but they can't actually do too much because clearly, if they only mention in Breeze, then Famous must die this season.
Yeah.
Because like obviously Kannan, names Sean after him because his Famous real name is Sean.
Sean, yeah.
In real life, yeah. So it's like, you know,
So yeah,
I don't
who
know.
is so the Breeze character still hasn't been introduced either yet.
Breeze will though. This season, the showrunner, Sasha Penn, has said that Breeze will be introduced this season for a fact.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just think they killed off every new character except for Palomar, her daughter.
Yeah, Raising. I don't know. I like Raising. There's something about Raising Kanan I really like. Do you have any other predictions or maybe spoilers for us for Raising Kanan?
I don't have any spoilers. I'm not in tune with the. I'm not in with the writers. So like other people like talk to writers. I don't talk to writers specifically because I try to run my page as a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely, I'm definitely media, but I definitely run my page as a fan. I don't want inside stuff because I want to react to it like everybody else is, or I want to see the episode and then afterwards react to it. So when I'm doing like if I was to be making like material, then it wouldn't be as fun because I'm reacting to it. So when people are seeing my post, I'm reacting to what just happened.
Facts. You're giving a real time reaction.
Exactly. So people be like, some media be getting episodes early and all. I'm like, I don't care about that. I don't want to see it early. I want to react what everybody else do.
Oh, you better than me, man.
Yeah.
As soon as I see
me personally.
I remember they used to leak all the episodes of Power, the original. Oh, I was on that too. I was like, I need to watch it. I felt like I don't watch leaks. Power, like I had to watch it.
I don't watch leaks. I didn't watch the leaks, the episode 9 and 10 leaks. I watched episode 9 when it came out, and I watched episode 10 when it came out.
Yeah, I stayed off your page. I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
But yeah.
Who's the best villain?
Probably Tariq. Tariq in the OG.
I don't even know who you went.
Yeah, Tariq in the OG definitely the biggest villain because he just did a lot. And it's because he was raised by Kannan. Like he really was raised like in the streets by Kannan. So that wild side kind of came about. Of course, you got to put.
He has some of the biggest bodies. Now that you say it too, like I know I seen your page where you said like Tommy has the most bodies.
Yeah,
but Tariq got Ghost and technically Kannan on his list.
No. He didn't kill Kannan himself. Like he was definitely associated. And if I was to do a list of like associated kills, like where they had something to do with it, but they didn't actually pull a trigger, oh my god, it would be ridiculous. Ghost got like almost 35.
But I think Tariq would be at the top because technically, he still set up the cops to technically kill Kannan.
Technically no, but because like he didn't know that was going to happen. Because if you really want to be frank, Angela and Tasha are the reason why that happened because they knew that Kannan wasn't going to go down without a fight. Tariq didn't know that. He probably was just like, oh, he's going to get arrested and call it a day. But he probably didn't know, oh, damn, Kannan about to kill every single one of these police cops, like these cops. Like he didn't know that. So I don't want to put that on him. But other people have gotten set up, of course, because of Tariq. But let's see. But Tariq definitely was a good villain for OG Power. Now he's no longer a villain, not even close to it. Mecca was a good villain if you consider him a villain. I think I'm trying to think other villains like.
If you consider him a villain, he was a snitch. Yeah, he was a villain.
Yeah. Yeah, he was definitely a villain for Lobos. Lobos was good too. Milan is up there for a fact.
Yeah. Lobos is my favorite. I liked his character.
I don't think he was really to me, he wasn't really a villain, per se, but I mean, yeah, I get that. But Kannan, I'm sorry, let's wrap all of this. Kannan is the worst villain in the Power universe, for a fact. But technically speaking, I can't even give it to Kannan. I gotta give it to Ghost, because Ghost is the reason for all of this.
Mm-hmm.
So he's really the villain for Kannan because Kannan is the spark of this whole thing because there's no Ghost without Kannan. So technically speaking, by Ghost setting him up, he basically took his life.
Yeah.
Because Kannan was in charge. And he got
Yeah.
him out of the way so that he could be number one, only for him to want to be out of the game.
Let him make. That was kind of confusing to me too. Like, I guess he got in the game to be the guy, and then he was just like, all right, I don't want to be the guy. And then it's not like, to me, it felt like he didn't really want to set up Tommy to be the guy. Like, like he didn't really, he didn't want his son to be the guy. So who did you want to be the next? I guess Dre. Is Dre who more? I don't know.
Yeah. But I think everyone had their evil side to him, with the exception of like I wouldn't say Julio, not at all, and then Braden. But other than that, everybody has an evil side to them. So technically, they're all villains, but it could all be heroes. It depends on how you look at it. It depends on the perspective in which you watch the show. So I watched the first like season of Power, like excited to see Tariq's thing. So I really couldn't see where Tariq was wrong when I first watched. And then the second time I watched, I could see kind of where Ghost was coming from and what he was trying to do. But in the end, even after I felt bad and I was like, oh, I could understand Ghost's story, you can only really feel bad for Tommy because he got the short end of the stick.
Facts. The worst.
But he also had the biggest come up. So I think it's more of a situation where it's like, well, what can you do,
I think hands down, Tariq has probably had the best character development in that show. Who would you say is number two?
In Power or in general?
Yeah, in the whole series or
Tommy, for a fact.
Universe.
Tommy's number two. Tommy's development has been incredible. But he's kind of really been the same character. I think Ghost probably kind of held Tommy back a little bit because now that Ghost is gone, Tommy now has to make his own decisions and actually, you know what I mean? But he has experience under his belt. So it's more of a like, but the development is there. So I would say them. I feel like Kannan, the young Kannan is getting there. Rock's development is crazy. Unique's development is crazy. Jannard's development is backwards. Yeah, Jannard's development is backwards, but I think they could go very far with how it's going. And Diamond's development was sudden. Damn, wow, it's so many. But I would say number one is Tariq, and number two would to me be Tommy. Yeah, I think because I feel like they're trying. Oh, and number three is Kane.
Yes,
number three is Kane. His development has been fun. Season 1 Kane, season 2 Kane, season 3 Kane, 3 different people.
3 different. Oh my God! Yes, it's 3 different characters.
Right.
Who's your MVP for Force this season?
Season 2 of Force?
Yeah.
I have to go with Tommy. Because at the end of the day, he got what he wanted. He wanted to be the main connect, and he became that. But I would say that
what about from like a personal character that you just every episode you just wanted to see what they were going, like how their character was.
Jannard for a fact, because it was like Jannard was who everybody was talking about. Also, I feel like I'm not gonna say he was the MVP, and I'm not gonna say he was the most improved, but D-Mac had a hell of a like D-Mac's arch is gonna be crazy. In my personal opinion, I think Marshall and D-Mac should be the spinoff to Force.
D-Mac looked at him and said, "Hey, you, why you always acting like you know me, girl? Like you don't know me." That last episode again, I didn't like how it ended, but yeah,
why not?
I think it's just me how in my head, I'm so creative in how I would book shows. I think I was so interested on how Tariq's show ended, where I thought that was going into Force. So then when I started to realize, well, Force is pretty much like starting days, not even days, the same time after it ended season 1, Tariq's show's not gonna add up. So there's still like when the season ended, I was just like, damn, season 3 is when Tariq goes to Chicago and maybe gets Uncle Tommy's help or whatever. I don't know how all that's gonna work, but I don't even know how that's gonna work. I assume that's where Tariq should go to get help, is go back and go holler at Tommy.
I agree. I think, but I don't think we should know. I think it should be a time jump for season 4, like a ridiculous time jump where it's like we don't know what happened during that middle time, so it just kind of plays out how it plays out. And during that middle time is where they fill in the gaps to where Tommy basically starts next season, kind of finishing off some stuff that he was doing, but then also going to New York and trying to kill Tasha. And we kind of see his perspective of going there. And then possibly Tariq and them coming in. It could just be a really ridiculous season. And I would personally bring in Sax, Blanca, and have that whole storyline kind of brewing. So it's kind of like Sax kind of comes back to life. Man, they could go crazy. If I was to write a season 3 of Force, it would be incredible.
I like the way you're going with Tariq's show. Like, just have a total different time jump. Noma's already set up. You see Effie and Kane, everybody, their program's already running. Everything's good. And you just pop up with Tariq maybe in the middle of the episode. You don't even see Tariq until like the end of the episode.
Right. That'd be dope.
I'm excited, man. I'm super excited to where they would go with this.
It's gonna be crazy. I think all of them are. I really like the cliffhangers from season 2 of Ghost. Not season 2 of Ghost. Season 2 of Raising Kannan was phenomenal how they ended it, because I felt like those storylines are gonna be hit upon like really quick. So I don't know. It just all happened at once. Like boom, you got Kannan coming in with Detective Howard. And then you got Rock coming out of the house, bloody, with Unique. They all meeting together. So it's like basically, Unique don't know that Kannan is Kanan's father is Howard.
Yeah.
And then Rock don't know why Kannan is even with Howard right now. So it's like, oh my God, so many questions.
And then you still got, is it the other brothers in the houses? He just got shot. One that's always eating.
Oh, Marvin. Yeah, Marvin. So yeah, we don't even know if Marvin survives. Like, it's a whole bunch of
stuff. There's a whole. Yeah, man. This 50 did a good job with this. Whatever he started with this whole series, I must say, it's amazing. Is there any other shows that you watch that you take in that not just Power?
Yeah. Oh, of course, yeah. Like I said, I watch BMF. I watch P Valley. I'm really big on P Valley. I love that show.
Down in the valley where the girls get naked.
that second season was crazy.
Yeah, the second season. I don't like, but I'm mad that they're getting rid of Autumn Fall. I heard like they're getting rid of a lot of characters from the show now.
Yeah, because they just kind of. But I think if they just introduce really good new characters, I think it won't matter.
Yeah, because as long as the storyline is good.
Yeah, her storyline is over, but as long as they don't get rid of Mississippi, I'm good.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't care if my people hear this. They gotta keep Uncle Cliff though, man.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Uncle Cliff carries the show.
Uncle Cliff that show, man. Like him and Mississippi definitely keep Mississippi, but Uncle Cliff.
Without Clifford, it's no show. So like, I guess you have to keep him for. I think you have to keep Uncle Murder too, or not Uncle Murder,
Little Murder,
because that's the love interest too. So it's like, I get it. But that show is incredible. I watch obviously Euphoria. Who don't watch? A lot of people watch Euphoria. I don't know if you watch Euphoria or not, but
I love that show. Oh.
Right, yeah. So Euphoria is goated. Ginny and Georgia on Netflix. I watch a lot of stuff, man. Lupin I just watched recently. Lupin season 3.
I
Lupin,
got to
whatever.
watch the last season of that.
Yeah, that was really
Have
good.
you watched Rap-ish or Rap shit?
I have not seen that yet. Is that really good?
I like it. I think it's a good show. It's Issa Rae show.
Yep.
So yeah, she did that. I really really like that show. I honestly like the spin-offs of Walking Dead. The Daryl one was amazing. Like I
Oh wow,
honestly
yeah, I've
was
never seen it.
yeah, like obviously Walking Dead was up and down, but the Daryl spin-off season amazing. Well, are you a fan of spin-offs by the way?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, we
Well,
watched
obviously
three of them
Power.
now,
Yeah.
and well, since we on the subject of spinoff, obviously we saw that I had posted on my story the other day that they're trying to do a spinoff of BMF
With Lamar.
and Willamar, which I think is genius, if that actually happens, because I think they could do a lot with his character
Oh
on a
yeah.
spinoff. Oh my god. Even like go back to when he was a kid and kind of show how he became a menace. Oh man, they can go crazy with that. And then they're supposed to be doing a cop perspective show specifically for BMF.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We're gonna have the cop side trying to get the whole crew and stuff like that. Oh, that'd be dope.
which I think should have been a power. Power should have something like that because technically speaking, like the OG power really centered around the police. Like it was really like very half and half. Like it was the criminals. That's how The Wire was. The Wire was kind of similar. I don't really finish The Wire, but I know the first couple of seasons was definitely very police heavy.
All seasons was of The Wire, one of my favorite shows.
Oh
It
yeah,
was centered. It's funny because I think it was more centered around the police than it was about the street.
right. So I think like we need a show like that. I mean, we got a little taste of it with this season of Force. Was very like half and half police heavy too.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think they did a good job with that. But yeah, I don't know, man. But we'll see. But I definitely fan of spinoffs if it's done correctly. You know, they just got to choose the right characters. Like even with Power, I just feel like for them to introduce a new spinoff, it just has to be a really good storyline. I felt like they could have went crazy with influence with Tate when they were supposed to do one for Tate.
yeah. What happened to that? Why didn't they
So
do
they
that?
canceled it. They canceled it because they felt like they didn't want to put too many resources around like
A
having a
political
whole
show.
nother spinach no whole nother spinoff when they knew that Tate's character was very valuable to Tariq's story.
Mm.
So it would have been kind of hard to like take him apart. So because imagine there not being a Tate side to Tariq's story. You know what I mean? It's like Tate helped him a lot. So it's
Yeah,
like
he
you would
did.
have to take him out completely if he has his own spinoff. But man, they could have went crazy. Oh my God, with Tate and they literally could have put an all-star cast together.
Oh yeah, with Lorenz State, that would have been easy.
Easy.
You
So I don't know.
you said D-Mac and
Marshall.
Marshall, which by the
Yep.
way, no part of season one did they mention that Marshall was gay, or was it
Marshall
just
was
me?
gay. Gay.
Okay? Who his dad? Who's his dad?
JP. Yeah. No, they did.
JP. JB.
It
They
was it
did?
was a yeah, it was like a quick thing where he basically said it wasn't like an action or nothing like that. They just basically threw it out there real quick. It was like a one line sentence like, oh, this is blah 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 blah. But it wasn't it's not a huge storyline because he don't have no boyfriend or nothing. He's never done anything gay in the show.
Yeah. I don't know
So
that part was. But you said so you said Marshall. Marshall's his friend then, right? His friend.
his best friend, yeah.
So you're saying him and D-Mac should have a spin-off. Is there anybody else that you feel
Absolutely.
in any of the series should have spin-offs?
Yeah, I think honestly, okay. So I'm not really I'm a fan of the spinoffs, but I think 50 could go crazy with movies right now. Like especially with it being a void of like, and I always say like, oh, maybe it's a little bit too much like crime drama going on, but there's no crime dramas in the theater, none, and it
Facts.
hasn't been for years. So I think it's a void there in the theater. I think Tasha would make a really good movie. Like if they did like a Tasha movie, They could do a 2-bit movie. It would go really crazy because he don't have too much going on in the main storyline. So just kind of showing like what he's doing, a movie would be perfect because it would just tell like a small story and then they could just kind of go from there. Uh, Elisa Marie could definitely do a spinoff. Proctor's daughter.
Proctor's daughter. I was thinking that.
Yes. Yeah, Proctor's daughter and Cash, of course, could lead a spinoff on their own, depending on how they kind of it don't matter how they do the story because they could just kind of tell the story of the Italian mafia through Elisa Marie. And she could be like the main character and they can go crazy with that. And just kind of showing how like Auntie Doris could be in charge of the mafia right now. And then from there, Elisa Marie just kind of shows her progression and how she kind of took over. And then goes to kill Tommy. Because she has to be the one to kill Tommy. Has to be.
You think so? You think it's going to be her?
If he dies, it has to be done by Elisa Marie. It's only right. That'd be a perfect ending.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking, yeah, it would have to be her.
It has to be her. Because they're not going to let Diamond take him out. They're not going to let nobody else in Force take him out. And I think D-Mac taking him out would be corny. So, like, the only person that... And Kate, damn sure not Kate. Hell no.
Yeah, Kate's not going to do it.
But Elisa Marie coming back and getting her get back for her father is perfect.
There you go. There's somebody a storyline that came in. Lakeisha's baby daddy.
Yes, I don't...
They introduced him to one episode,
right?
And they just disappeared. Her and the kid, everybody else disappeared for that. I felt like they would have been perfect, at least for them to like hook up with Tommy to try and kill Tasha at the time, which we know won't happen. But even if they get him to come back, I think that's another storyline that they missed out on.
Or that he dies and now Tommy has to take care of Cash.
Even that.
Right. I think that would be an ideal scenario. But then I feel like it'll be another situation like D-Mac because then he'll be trying to like keep Cash out of the game. It'll be a whole totally. I feel like it'll be a repeat of what we're already getting with D-Mac.
I think he might keep him in it. I think he might look at it from he might look at it because Tommy, even though he's smart, I still think he might look at it like, okay, this is where Ghost messed up. Because he tried to keep his son out the game.
Right.
Maybe I'll just keep you in it somewhat or somehow.
Maybe. It's a possibility. But I think it needs to be a character that and I thought that's what we was getting with Leon.
Oh yes.
I felt like Leon's introduction, I felt like they were trying to show us like this is what developing a character like Tate takes. So I thought they was gonna make Leon into the next Tate.
Mm-hmm.
But they killed his ass off, and I'm just like, oh, that's wasted potential. Goddamn. Maybe, yeah, because I'm like he had the perfect storyline to become a young Tate. Politician. Yeah, a young politician. Right, a young Tate. So,
and you could have even seen how he could have been like dibble dabble. Like he could have been good, but still did like a lot of bad stuff to help Diamond or whoever, Jannard maybe down the line, Tariq, whoever it may be. Like you're right. Yeah. They did drop the ball on that one.
So at this point, I feel like they have no choice but to make Tariq a lawyer. Like they have to be because I could see him doing the drug thing for a little while, but eventually he's gonna have to go legit because they don't have enough character development of other characters that name is not Tate and that are not drug dealers. So even if they build Cash up to do something right, somebody has to be a regular character. Facts. Lauren, of course, yeah, like Lauren you could do, but like just more like law enforcement because they don't have many lawyer options. Like it's weird.
Yeah, because Method Man, Sax is dead. Yeah, everybody, the lawyers. And they got some crooked. Yeah, Power Universe got the worst lawyers, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, they had some good ones. Tamika was really good. They have the prosecutors already. So it's just like, you don't need more of those. Well, you definitely need more lawyers. I don't really know. I mean, you could add more cops, of course, but they kind of already did that. I love Junior's reintroduction. Pa's son.
Pause. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
A
his
lo-
reintroduction into the show because
yeah. A
they
lot of
could
people
build him
didn't
into a
even.
main.
I had to tell my friend that. I'm like, yo, you didn't even really take that in, did you? And he was just like, yeah, he had to rewatch that and realize, oh shoot, that's Paz's son. And he was,
Right.
yeah. So that he might be an interesting one to take out Tommy too.
That wouldn't be like I wouldn't be mad about that either. But I feel like
Yeah, but no,
it
you're right.
would be a lot. He would have to cross over into Force.
I think it would make sense at some point. I mean, the man did kill his aunt, right? Like he would
Right.
have to go after him at some point.
Absolutely. So I think that would be dope. But killing him, that might be hard because I don't know. They could really build Junior's character. I don't know if they're gonna make him like a Greg Knox type of character or what, but man, they can go far with that.
Yeah, man.
And Yaz, I don't know what's gonna happen with Yaz, but who knows? Or maybe Yaz becomes the one like I'm kind of talking about, like she becomes the legit one.
The legit one.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
shout out Yaz, man, wherever she is.
Definitely.
Man, I don't want to take you anymore. Thank you for talking power with us. I mean,
oh man,
you know, when Raising Kanan's done, hopefully we can do this again. We'll link up. We'll talk
anytime, man.
Kanan.
Anytime. I can talk power all day, man. No problem.
Me too, brother. Let the people know how to get a hold of you, your social medias, if you have a YouTube, any of that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. YouTube videos coming soon. And PowerIsFire on YouTube. So I'm starting a podcast at the middle of December. So that'll be going up. So I'll be pushing a lot of like different video concepts that I have. I have a bunch of different things that I'm gonna be doing. It's gonna be fun. And then if I get to go to the Raising Kanan premiere, I'll be posting my interviews there as well. So a lot of content coming to my YouTube. Obviously PowerIsFire on Instagram. You already know. PowerIsFire Media on TikTok. And yeah, man, that's pretty much.
Is your podcast going to be on Power or everything
else? Yeah, it'll be on Power. I try to keep all my PowerIsFire stuff together, and then clothing line coming soon. So I'm doing a lot of big things here and there. So it'll be really dope. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun.
You already know I'm a huge supporter of everything you do, everything Power. We're gonna keep up to date. Thank you again, Sam, for coming through, chopping it up with the man them.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, man.
You say you're from Toronto, right?
Yes, from Toronto.
Okay, cool. Yeah, love Toronto. I've been to Toronto twice now.
Okay, dope. Next time you come down, you got to hit the podcast, bro. We got to do this.
Oh man, definitely, yeah.
Also, did you get a chance to listen to the new Drake?
No, not yet. Nope. Not yet, but I definitely will check it out sometime this evening. Definitely, man.
He's finally full rapping album. I'm happy. That's all I have.
Most definitely.
All right, man. Have a good night. Thank you for rolling through with Mandem. Your boy Gutsy. We're off of this.
What's up, y'all? Make sure you like, comment, and share these videos, and make sure you subscribe right now.